Hello friends, welcome back. And it's Friday. It's actually Friday. And I'm excited because I'm just going to show you it's just going to be chatting and we might do a little project. I'm going to show you a few things that I have been up to and what I've purchased lately that's just kind of fun. But first, welcome everyone. Thank you for all of your support and for subscribing and for your kind comments. And today I'd like to give a shout out to Susan Burns, Tanya McGuire, and B. Negrette. Thanks for being here and thanks for all of your support. I appreciate it. So I have a couple little Happy Mail pieces. One is I got this adorable card from my best friend Jeannie. I've had this for a while. I just haven't shared it. And then she sent me this adorable, it's an ornament, and it just has like different reminders of our time that we spent together, what we did, and it's a really, really cool, that's a cool idea. And it's custom made, so she put all of the good things that we did on it, so that was kind of fun. And then I got an adorable little mail. Now there's a story. This is from Tara. Tara is from Scribe Vibes, and she has made me these cute little crocheted flowers. This is not her first attempt at that. So she sent me a package, and long story short, when the package arrived, there was one crocheted flower. And she had sent me, I think, quite a few. And the package had been damaged. So now you will know. Thank you, Tara, by the way. So now you all know, if you get an Etsy shipment from me, I may go a little bit crazy on how I package things because I remember when I got that from Tara and I was like devastated that she'd gone to all that hard work and somebody else is enjoying her little crocheted flowers, I tell you. So I thought first what we would do is I'd show you a couple of little things that I picked up. And then some things that we might test out. Well, first of all, yeah, I got another one. Now, they're now smaller than they used to be. But you know how I love these Cherish or any type of architectural design, interior design books, and I like to use these. I fussy cut the furniture and make it into a vignette and put the little people and have a good time with it, so I was pretty excited to get that. I also got some books. Now, a while ago, I showed you a book that I got at a thrift shop. I remember somebody had taken, I think it was all on birds, but somebody had, birds. They cut pieces out. Maybe they were a junk journal. I don't know. Who's judging? But it was by Mary Jo Cook. Well, she had a whole bunch of other books, and I loved that one so much that I decided to kind of go search it out. So I bought some things from Thrift Books. This is a tiny one. It's only 6 and about 5, oh no, 6 3/8 by 6 3/8. So this is the first one I got. And I got this one at Thrift Books. So, I mean, you can still get them. They're not that old. But I thought, well, this would be kind of cute. I wanted to see what her other books, because the other one with the birds was fabulous. So this is okay-ish. I mean, there's not a whole lot of bees in it. But there are some beautiful illustrations. So it will, it will work for something. I may, depending on if I actually, if I don't use this in the short term, I'm going to put it on one of my live sales because no reason keeping it if I'm not going to use it. But the size is really cute. And that's the dust jacket. Let's see what, I was going to see what this looked like underneath. The very same. So that could work for a journal in itself. And then this one I have, I want to do a tea journal or, you know, cottage-esque. And so I thought this one would be good. And what is on my finger? Glue. Imagine that. Where could that have possibly come from? But I thought this had some really cute images too. I was taking a risk on, oh, cute, on these because, you can't really see inside them. So you don't know what you're going to get. But this one I think will be perfect for a tea journal. So super cute. It is called Tea, Delectables for All Seasons by Mary Jo Cook. Now, I did get, this is not from, I don't know where I ordered this from, but this is a Edith Holden book, but it's in German. And I've had this for quite a while, so I honestly don't know where I got it. But I thought that was kind of fun. Something in a different language. And it's tiny. Like, it's not as big as the other one. 1982, this one was republished. March 1982. April 2000. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, it's newer. It's a reproduction, but which makes it a lot easier for me to be able to cut it up. I'm putting it with my Edith Holden books, which I sold one on my live sale yesterday, and I may be selling another one. I'm just saying. I've had the worst, well, I'm going to not even complain about it. I have not been taking my allergy meds, so it's my own fault. All right, this one is by her as well. Mary Jo Cook, Pond, Lake, River, Sea. This one I got, and it is beautiful. This one's the same size as the other one that I got. And I'm just going to put this in with my kind of summer, beachy, nautical theme, but it's gorgeous. These are fun. I'm going to show you something I did with something else kind of similar to that from a magazine. Look at that. How cute. So this one was awesome. Well worth it. This one I did get at Thrift Books. Yeah, Thrift Books. And it did not have a dust cover on it. And I don't know. I don't see an ISBN. So I was happy with the tea one. I was happy with the Sea Life one. And and then I bought this one, Seed, Leaf, Flower, and Fruit. Now, I don't know about you, but can you read that? Any similarities? Yes, seed, leaf, flower, and fruit. But the dust jacket on this one is different than this one. I like this one, but I thought, oh, this one looks a little more different. So I ordered both of them. Again, Angela, read. It says the same thing. So you open it up, still the same. Pretty awesome. I love this. The book is exactly the same inside. The one thing I was like, really? Like I said, you can't look in, this was 1998. So I don't know why they changed the whole look of it. I'm just looking to see if it's a different year. It just seems weird to me. And this was 95. I don't know. So, guess what? I probably am not going to keep this. I'm probably going to put it in a live sale because somebody else should have one. Look at that. A squirrel and his nuts. But it's kind of a little bit Edith Holden-esque. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? It's the very same. But super cute. So those are a couple of little things. Not, I mean, they weren't expensive, so I guess they could be considered thrifty, but just a few things that I've been working on, or not working on, that I have on my desk and that needed to go and be put away. But I wanted to show y'all. Now, I got some other things to show you. First of all, it's no joke. It is no joke. Pam, Vanny, see this. So the other day, I found, remember I found 3 of these, and then I found yet another one. So I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. I think I have, just of the cookbooks, probably 9 or more. Okay, don't judge. So it's been a running joke between the two of us that I need to just do one of these and do a journal. So I don't know how much of this I'm going to be actually doing on camera. But I am going to do one of these. I'm going to put it on my Etsy shop, and I'm just doing it. So I have to show you something funny. So this is all that, remember we made the fabric washi? Okay, well, this one I decided, because I've just been like apprehensive about just the beauty of these and cutting them up, or, you know, changing them. This was it was in really, really bad shape. So it was falling apart from there. This was all coming apart. So I had to reinforce not only the pages, but this binder ring. So that was my solution. And man, there is enough medical tape under there, but I figure it's fine. I'm going to have trim around here. I'm going to have something in here. I am thinking that on this side, I will maybe not cover that up, because I kind of like that this is on here, and this that somebody had put in. Maybe just put a pocket. So we shall see. I have taken all the extra pages out, so whomever is the recipient of this will get all of those extra pages. I just obviously won't have room for it. And then I've kind of figured out all my cardstock pages, and I've started to look for some ephemera, but now it's going to be a matter of, you know, what other pages, what other elements. I've, you know, envelopes. I've got some glassine bags. I've got some, well, what I call like hot dog wrappers, but things that I can add. So it's happening behind the scenes. I know it's a miracle. And then the other thing that I think what we're going to do, I sometimes can't remember, like, okay, when did I say that in what video? But I told you guys that my friend Carol and I had gone shopping, and I'm like, well, there's nothing to be said that, you know, a journal has to be 6 by 9. Just because, you know, a lot of people do them that way doesn't mean that that's what you have to, you know, do. A journal is any size you want it. And quite honestly, I love a full-size journal. Well, so I thought, well, I should try one of these. So a couple of, well, it's been like maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month since I did this. But this was a baby book that I had got in, I'm going to see if we can see it, when I was in Nebraska. So I left it there. And I really liked it. It's got kind of like a soft cover. The colors aren't even that horrible, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get this out. Again, I don't have a lot of supplies there. So I just started playing. And I kind of embraced the fact that there is journaling space within the original pages. And so I'm going with it. So I did a little collage. This is, have I put it, let's see, who's that by? This might, okay, it's either Tukes, Craftable, Polka Dot Pixels, or Kara Brandon Creations. And these might be Amity Bloom. So, you know, I still have some work to do. Like, this says photo right now. And, you know, that says something. But we're going to embrace some of these colors. I'm going to call it kind of a cottage-esque journal, and we're just going to see what happens. And I thought what would be, oh, a little butterfly. Let me come back. I thought what we would do is maybe either for dusted off do-overs, probably dusted off do-overs, that maybe whatever we're making, we can make something for this journal. So kind of two birds, one stone. I want to, this one right here, I'm wanting to marry these pages and then make these into a pocket. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that one yet. So all three of these will be pockets of some sort. And then they'll still remain frames, but they'll be pockets too. So that's my plan on that. And then I just have some others. But this is kind of what it looks like without anything on it. And then I just have done, you know, those few days that I was there, I did with what I had, I just did a few pages. And then I have thrown in a couple other things. What's this? I don't know. I guess I have a plan. So I thought we would just play with that a little bit. This is Amity Bloom. And fill it up and do a full-size journal, because why not? So that's what we're going to be doing. I'll be pulling that out on occasion, depending on what projects we're working on. And then while I was there, I made this. This is for that journal. I just started it. It's like maybe one layer, so we need to build it up. But I thought I'd show you guys how I made those. We could do that on there. I made some of these little cards, which I think those might go in the sewing one, actually. I have these were just swatches from a Close to My Heart magazine, and this is what I turned them into. These little things, kind of like Twinchies. So I thought we could do some of those for that. I don't know what I was doing, just playing, but I kind of liked how this turned out. I mean, here's the finished one. It's just like a little flippy flap bunch of journal spots. Or this one isn't even journal spots. It's just all pretty. I was playing with this binding, you know, and I'm like, I just wanted to see if I wanted to take on a full project. And I like it for little, you know, little journals. But I think for like a real substantial journal, I probably wouldn't finish the binding like that, because it's just, I'm too afraid it's not stable. This I did, maybe a week or two ago, but I did a thrift haul, and there they go. And there were some sympathy cards. And so I transitioned this into just two little pockets. I've done this before, and there's a video on how to transform your greeting cards. So there's two little pockets, and then I used my watercolors and colored that in and added a little Tim Holtz lady. Oh, I did this one. I was in Nebraska too. This was, I was crafting, and Lori with Enchanted Dreams 71 was making those. So I'm like, I think I'll make a few of those. That was kind of fun. And then I made this. I just hand cut out. I didn't do much. I just cut out the top, cut out the bottom from some paper, and then just decoupaged and kind of built that up in the back to make this cute little dress. And then I did something similar. I made that flower. And they haven't even been covered on the back. And then look at that. That's Zenny Boo Boo. So I've done this before, like years ago. I think I've done it in, I was trying to remember, in scrapbooks that, for my kiddos, and where I did that, where they kind of come out of the page or from behind the page. And so I was like, I need to do that so I have it as a reminder. So I printed out a picture of little Zenny the cockapoo. So I'm going to put that in my idea book just so that I don't forget, because I will. So that's kind of what I've been up to. But what I really wanted to show you or play with is I've had these now for a long time. Of course, I love it, you know, a brand new set of any type of crayons, and you're going, yeah. Well, so I haven't wanted to bust into them, but I thought, you know, let's just try them out. I'll just get in my little scratch book here and see what... I was just seeing if I have a page that's the back. Nope. All right. It doesn't have a whole lot of pages. So, I don't know. For those of you who have already tried yours or have ordered them, let me know. I really enjoy working with watercolors, and so it will be interesting to see. I'm going to start with... I'm going to start with this one. It'll be interesting to see how they play out and how they work into it. Because I loved it, watercolor. That's one of the things I enjoy doing when I'm on the road. That's nice. It can be a little palette. All right, well, let's just start here. Tatted Rose. I think what we'll do, let's just do this. And just kind of play with them. They're not the easiest to get out, but that, you don't want them to be. So far, are they right? Crackling campfire. Didn't I just do that? Well, we'll see. You guys are probably yelling, hey, you just did that one. Wild Honey. Crushed Olive. I'll just do one set and then we'll see what we got. Rustic Wilderness. Well, you know what? Before I get all carried away, Rustic Wilderness, that's where we ended. So let's see what happens here as I kind of blend these out. I probably didn't do enough, but let's see what happens when we put it. Eh. Not bad. Yeah, I think they're doable. I think they'll be a nice mix. A nice addition. Okay, so see, I did do okay. I had the crackling campfire. To either, you know, your different distress products, or to your watercolors or whatnot. So yeah. Oh, the one thing I think I'm gonna like about them is that they seem to have some longevity. Like, they're pretty robust. Like, they're thicker than a normal watercolor pencil. They seem to be like a little more durable, you know, like with watercolor pencils, it's easy once you sharpen them for them to break. So these seem to be a little more maybe sturdy. All right, let's keep going here. Peacock feathers. Okay, we'll do this one a little so we get some. Can you guys see that? Yeah, my God. What? This says candied apple. Is that true? Is there a typo? I think there may be. I'm pretty sure that there's not a turquoise candied apple. Interesting. Maybe I'm the only one that has a one-of-a-kind typo of distress watercolor crayons. In 100 years, they'll be priceless because they were only one batch before they got messed up. Oh, frayed burlap. I wasn't reading these. Jeez, Angela can't take me anywhere. What was this one? Shaded lilac. If it said candied apple again, I was going to be like, what? Okay, the one thing... Yeah, it doesn't have an end to it, which I know from a messy perspective, that's the only reason that I don't like to put my finger in there and then have it. All right, let's see. Peacock feathers. Now this is a piece of watercolor paper. I should have said that. I figured, you know. Don't assume, Angela. I hope you guys are having a good week. I wish I could I could tell you how the live sale went, but since I'm recording this before the live sale, I do not know. But if it was good and you attended, I just hope people show up. Because if they don't, I am prepared to have a successful sale, and so I have plenty of items. But if there isn't, then I'll just do a very short show, and go from there. I don't know, but maybe it was a wonderful success, and I'm nervous. Not gonna lie. Because I haven't done anything live. Like, I mean, I've done Facebook Lives, but I've never done anything where I'm selling stuff. Okay, I'm liking these quite a bit. What I think that is the benefit, I mean, I know that a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, these are so expensive. And they are. What did, was it, I don't know if it was Julie from Camellia Craft Designs, or if it was Dave from Dash Dave. It might have been both of them said something similar. I don't know. But they're like, yeah, you got to sell your kidney. I think it was Dave that said it. And I was like, oh, you're cracking me up. Okay, we're just going to go backwards this way. I mean, why waste paper here? This is Kitsch Flamingo. You would have never known that, would you have? I'm thinking that after this all dries the first time, I'll come back. This is Barn Door. And I will make something out of this. Or we will, maybe. I just wanted to have a little craft and chat with you. I was going to tell you something funny. And because I've been doing a lot of videos today, and what did Dave say? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to tell these guys this. He's losing his mind. Fossilized amber. What was it he said? I don't know. I'll probably remember. Cracked pistachio. So yeah, I think these would be cool, in place of like distress ink. You could easily just go around something and then just use your pen or your water brush or paintbrush or whatever, and twisted citron, and then have a really nice distress look on that. And, you wouldn't have to take all the time to distress. I have a love-hate relationship with distressing, and I don't like to do a lot of it on camera because I don't want you guys to have to watch it. There's a place for distressing, that's for sure. It does make things pop. So this is iced spruce. But, you know, I have some friends and they just distress everything. That's great. I mean, if that's what you like, do it. Prize ribbon. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Seedless preserves. I saw seedless. So Dave all summer has just, I mean, I don't know if it's just more this year or that I've noticed it, or if he always has, you know, he loves cantaloupe and watermelon. I love watermelon too. I don't like cantaloupe or muskmelon, depending on where you live. But every time he's here, which is almost every weekend, and this is vintage photo. So, hey, we could try this on something. He goes and gets a cantaloupe and a watermelon, and he'll get sweet corn. We have like a local sweet corn place, Grimes sweet corn, and it is really good. And so they have like little stands all over depending on. So there we go. This is vintage photo. Now let's see what happens. Oh yeah. In seconds. Easy peasy. Now, of course, you got to let it dry, but that looks good. So he's like, do you have any cash? I'm like, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no. Because I don't carry usually a lot of cash with me. And he's like, well, I wanted to get a watermelon and a cantaloupe. And I stopped there and they don't have, and I didn't have any cash, and they only take cash, which he knows. I don't know if he just forgot or whatever. And he goes, and I said, well, I'll see if I can find some, you know, cash for you. Thinking it was like, you want $5. He goes, oh, and this is the last of the season. So they're selling what's left on the truck, everything in the truck of sweet corn for $100. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no. He goes, oh, I thought we would freeze it. You are leaving tomorrow to go to a football game with Landon. And I have softball. And who do you think is going to flash whatever you do, you know, and peel it all and bag it all? And no. But he was serious. He wanted, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I mean, I would love to have fresh-ish sweet corn all winter long. But I'm not doing it. Oh, that kid. I couldn't believe it. I'm just kind of playing with this now to see, you know, blendy together. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. This would be a great airplane art. Or it would be great for one of my traveling crafter suggestions, because these would travel fantastic. And then you don't even need to bring paintbrush. Just bring your water brush. If you got one of those, and then you just refill. Yeah, I mean, and your paper. That's one thing I'd like to do. I mean, I haven't done it in a very long, I've done it many times, but not for a long time. Is take my easel. My sister bought me a really nice easel, portable easel, many years ago, and I don't use it nearly as much as I should. Ooh, that's too much. But just to like go sit by the beach at sunset, or, you know, in the woods. I thought maybe I would do that when we went to the Boundary Waters last year, you know, our whole family. And I did craft a lot, but it was kind of rainy, and I did mostly everything inside. I didn't do any outside, you know, hikes where I painted, or I used to do that a lot. When I lived in Colorado, I did it a lot. I'm just playing now. I just wanted to see what was up with these. I kind of just did the a boo-boo there. You know, these just by itself, like, this would be fun. You could just use this to make, like, almost like dyed paper or water, you know, like your watercolor paper. Just blend it all together. And in fact, that's what we're going to do with this one, just so you guys can see. What was the last thing? What did I dye with last time? Oh, food coloring. And I loved it. Like, I had that printer paper that has the edges on it, you know, the little holes, like that they used to put inside the computer. And I just sat there. I don't remember what was on TV. If it was football, it was probably some sporting type of thing. And the kids were watching with Dave, and I mean, pretty much all day, I just did that. It was so relaxing. Okay, so now let's see. We need to maybe add a little more blendy. So let's go to the next one and fill it in. I like how this side's turning out. But it's a great way to dye your paper. And personally, I think it, oh, wait, something's not right here. I think it's faster than, you know, dipping it and just, it looks just as pretty. And you could do it with, anyway, I use Kool-Aid all the time. But with whatever method, you could do it with coffee. You could do it with tea. Did we already do this one? No. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I know that you can take all these out and, you know, you could always use them for something else, but all right, let's get crazy here. Oh, I know what I wanted to try. I wanted to try to wet it first. Oh, yeah. Because, see, we need some substance here. There's not much up there, so. Oh, that's picked raspberry. Fired brick. I think the fired brick will go. Let's do another one where we wet it. You know, let's just play a little bit here. Oh gosh, I just stuck my hand right in it. I've now decided Freddy the Fly, as Pam McDanny named him. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be able to get rid of him. I think Freddy, he lost his battle, and I think maybe Francesca, his sister or cousin or something, is coming back, because I was pretty sure that I got that fly, and he is, or she is still around, so it must be a different one. Very frustrating. But it's probably partially my own fault, because Ruby likes to go out on our deck, and it's got like a door, so that she can't get out. And she goes in and out, and so I don't like to do that. So sometimes I leave the door open, not for long periods of time, but I do, so she can come in and out. And now I totally have not been. I think that was mustard seed. This was peeled paint, rusty hinge. What do we say this one was? I don't remember. Fired brick. Salvage patina. So it's no wonder that we have little Freddy and Francesca flies in our house. But why they would want a speckled egg, why they would want to be down in the basement. I mean, I guess it's cool and it's where I hang out, so obviously they want to torture me, but yeah, I've about had it with the fly family. Look at this. You can just scribble. You can do whatever you want. This is eggplant, I bet. See? I don't like to get my... Nope, villainous potion. Walnut stain. And I think we're going to bypass the white, which is picket fence. All right, let's do it. Let me bring this over so I'm not reaching. And I'm just going to blendo with abandon. Wild abandon. Crazy like that, aren't I? I do like doing this. I know you probably are like, really, Angela? But you know what? Art is art. It's all... I'm not doing anything except just... I'm not thinking about it. I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing. And, you know, sometimes that's what you need to do for, like, your own mental health. It doesn't hurt to just be free and not worry. I mean, like, who's judging? Absolutely nobody. Nobody else is going to look at that except for you. So if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What we're doing is just making backgrounds, and I was just scribbling. I mean, and you may as well use your test, you know, these sample plates for whatever you want. Don't waste it. They make great backgrounds, right? Now, I thought about what that could be, because no, this was not in my plan, but I could, and then we could do something with it. Let it dry, and I can bring it back another time and just do a little craft and chat. See, like, I don't love that there's, I did those scribbly marks there. I liked the way I did it the first time, but gives it depth. Well, that's what we're going to say. So yeah, if you attended yesterday's sale, let me know what you thought. I appreciate the feedback, how I could make it better. Like I said, you know, I hope everybody gave me grace. It was my first one, but tell me what you bought. I mean, well, you don't have to tell me. I'm going to know. It's so weird because it's not like, you know, it's a week away. And you'll be seeing this the day after. I really like this. Yeah, so that's kind of... No, I haven't done any projects with this yet. I do feel that it does very good, you know, to highlight, you know, if you don't have your distress inks, like, which one's this one? Salty Ocean. It's nice to feature. It's a little different than having to ink. Just as quick. And you can leave it just like that, or you can, you know, give it a little... There you go. And so, I mean... Yes, Tim, it has my approval. I'm sure he's been waiting for that all day. Oh, goodness. He was waiting with bated breath. Oh. I have seen some cool projects done with this. I just, like, literally have not gotten them out of their package. Oh, that was the other thing. I know that really kind of, that's nice with your finger to blend it. That was cool. Let's just try it up here so you can see. Well, that's already soaking wet, so that didn't work too well. It didn't, isn't this watercolor paper? Mixed media paper. Almost the same thing. Oh, that didn't work so well, but it worked on this one really well. So there you have it. Well, thank you guys for playing along and for hanging out and visiting. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. Cheers.